legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine. If
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Sheds off breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Packers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, here's Chris Conley. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set on first down. And this is incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
On play action, Brissett. Caught here by Conley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Brissett sets to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. from the shotgun. It's Brissett.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Rodgers throw there, complete to Rodgers.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
64 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 10. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. Now Jones. Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime. And
he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Conley. Well, now how about this return?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
Here's Conley.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here.
Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass. And
didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He's got Jordan complete right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way, because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. McDonald. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
McDonald sets to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. (21-0) our score after 1. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
After the penalty, it's Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on it. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. They'll run on first down. Jones, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Running right, Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
On now is the Packers punter. Desmond King back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's King. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, Mark.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here's McDonald to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well. 44's the mark. 44's the mark. Check. Watch the run.
from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is McDonald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Open man, here's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Yes.
Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive,
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out of the gun, McDonald.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw on second down. McDonald, screen pass to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. On 1st and 10, McDonald.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
$35 yards that time on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Hey, watch your lane. 41 Mike, right here. 50. Hey, you block over here. I'm 50 now. Any day.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more.
Taking it right down Broadway. Pass across the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On first down, Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Second down at 4.
They'll go again to Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Jones.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. A give to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. Now, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's McDonald.
He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down. McDonald had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the 3rd quarter in Tampa. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Rodgers. The 20. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. McDonald. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on 1st down. McDonald.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Hey, you block over here. Check, check. Lucky. Check 3, check 3. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively, and second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught by Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Rodgers now to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Aaron Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Conley.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers going to throw. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. That is taken in by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Come on, fellas.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Into the secondary past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line.
114 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Three yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm here all right there.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
2nd and 10.
I know he ain't got it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Looking to throw. McDonald. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He's got the hookup with Conley. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this Pass is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay,
they get the victory in the season finale, but it will still mean a sub-500 season as they finish at 8-9.
And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Texans,
they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-14 season.
And it's fair to say wholesale changes will be forthcoming in the very near future.